What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. I hope the audio doesn't sound too weird because I took this thing off of the mic. I don't know what this is. Like a wind thing or like a pop filter. I don't know. The fluffy thing. I took it off the mic that way. I can record this better. It gets in the way when I film this way. But today I just wanted to talk about how, as a beginner, can you start building your stock market portfolio. What are 5 stocks that I recommend? No, I'm not a financial advisor. But I mean, I'm not really anything. Honestly, I'm not certified. I didn't go to school for this. I've done a lot of research. I've done a lot of investing from a young age, and I love the stock market, and I just want to share my knowledge, my personal knowledge, and my personal tips and ideas for you guys. And obviously you don't have to listen to it, but I highly recommend you do your own research and figure if this is something you guys want to do. But here are 5 stocks to invest in if you are a beginner, first buying stocks, and you want to start a portfolio. Now, I'm not going to give you, I'm considering that you are a beginner, I'm not going to give you stocks that are going to return you 100% over the next year, but I am going to get you your foot in the door and help you to invest in safe, long-term growth companies that will not put your financials at high risk and not super volatile stocks. So let's start off with some of the basics. Let's go ahead and do the QQQ Invesco's QQQ. This is a NASDAQ ETF. If you do not know what an ETF is, it is basically a compilation of hundreds of stocks that, hundreds of companies. It's basically an indicator on how a bunch of companies are doing. So imagine you put Apple, what's another name, big names like Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft, Google. Imagine you put all these companies into a basket. Apple might be having a really good day. Microsoft might be having a really bad day. But they balance out, and you just have a basket of stocks. And this is what QQQ does. You basically are investing in big tech companies, as well as smaller tech companies. It's basically the QQQ, the NASDAQ ETF, is very, very heavily invested in the technology sector. So, as we know, technology, huge movements. We can check at the NASDAQ chart over the last couple years. We see down here in 2023, which wasn't too long ago, the NASDAQ was trading at roughly $259 to $270 in this period. It is now up to about $538, which is about 107% return in roughly 2 years. So, are you going to get that same return over the next 2 years? Possibly. But let's say the NASDAQ decides to pull on back and lose over the next year. Let's take some historical events into case. So let's look at some of these losses from highs to lows. So we see the NASDAQ is up here around the 367 at this peak. When it does pull back, it loses about 27%, or even worse, 31%. Now, that may seem like a big time loss if you're just starting your investment, but this is why we invest in 5 companies to help you build a good, nice portfolio. So 31%. Let's see, take a look at a more recent pullback here. In 2024, about September, about a 15 to 16% pullback. Now, what do we see happens when you get these dips? We are now to all-time highs, about 27% return here. So, obviously, the Nasdaq is trading around all-time highs. Oh my gosh, why is that dog barking right now? All-time highs meaning most people invested in this stock cannot be down that much money relative to what you put in. So percentage wise, nobody should be down that much. Also, it's at all-time highs, so it looks the market is very strong. It's continuing higher, but we have to wait and see what it continues to do. But the Nasdaq is a safe stock to start off investing. It's an ETF. It's based on the huge companies like Apple, Microsoft, Meta, Tesla, Nvidia, Google, all the great companies in the world. So let's go ahead and move on. Next company I would like to tell you about is Coca-Cola. Now, in my opinion, remember how I talked about how the Nasdaq is, when it does pull back, it goes back. So Coca-Cola is on a very, very nice pullback of about 16%. In my opinion, the way this looks is 16% from all-time highs. We are getting a 16% discount on the stock. So Coca-Cola is trading roughly around $60 a share, meaning you will have 1 share of the company if you invest just $60. Now, is Coca-Cola just gonna go straight back up from here? That's not what I'm saying. It could pull back even more, possibly to about $50, $49 of recent lows where it bounces twice. It has a good, nice support at this level. Previous resistance, now to turn to support. What if it does pull back down to there? It offers another 18% discount from where it's at right now. And that would be an ideal place to buy it, but here is still about, like I said, about a 17% return if it comes back to all-time highs. Coca-Cola is a stock that continuously goes up over time. We can look back in 1977, 1974, it was trading around 4 cents down here, now about $60. Are you gonna get the crazy returns like this, where it's over 10,000%? Probably not, but it just goes to show you that this company has stood the test of time. It has not gone anywhere, and when it does have significant pullbacks like this one, which was roughly about 37%, you can see what happens. Boom, break of all-time highs, continues higher, pullback. Pullbacks are normal, they're healthy. Obviously, if you buy at all-time highs, it sucks, but if you are in it for the long run, this is what you want to do. You want to buy more on these dips. Like I said, can Coca-Cola continue to go down? Absolutely. It's not there's no perfect stock to where, the company can't just fall apart, but based on the evidence, based on previous history, Coca-Cola has performed well over time, and it pays a dividend, so meaning this stock pays you just to own shares in the company. Great stock in my opinion. Like I said, you're not going to get 100% returns on this anytime soon, but it's a safe place to park your money and to build that brand new portfolio. Let's go and do the next stock. So on the topic of dividend stocks, I really like SCHD, ticker symbol SCHD. Okay, I forgot to mention Coca-Cola is KO for the ticker symbol if you're looking it up. But SCHD, Charles Schwab, US dividend. This is a great ETF. Remember we talked about ETFs, how it's a compilation of a bunch of companies into one. This is a good ETF for dividends, meaning they pay you just to own shares in the company. Now, you can see this stock continues to trail higher over time. Once again, standing the test of time. It is not the oldest stock as it is only dates back to 2012, but you guys can see these charts straight up. And the great thing, once again, is we are on a dip. So, roughly from where we sit at now to back to all-time highs, it's about a 7 to 8% return. Does that mean it's going to go straight back up? Absolutely not, but that means you are getting an 8% discount from what the stock is trading at. Plus, this stock continues to go up over time, continuously making all-time highs time and time again. And I'm not really worried about percentage-wise gain. Rather, buy shares in this company. It pays you just to own it. If you can grow 100 shares in this company, you will be getting paid every couple months just to own the stock. Great stock to invest in. It's a great time to buy it. They're on a dip. It's on discount. And it stands the test of time. Very safe stock. You're not going to lose all your money if it does decide to pull back even more. Okay, let's go ahead and do another stock. Now, this is obviously a stock everybody knows about. AAPL, ticker symbol AAPL for Apple. Apple, once again, dang, I have a lot of drawings here. Let's remove all these drawings. Okay, AAPL. Apple is fighting for the biggest company in the world alongside NVIDIA, NVDA. I love Apple. They are very innovative. Obviously, Apple is in everybody's pocket. It's in everybody's home. You cannot get away from this company. No matter how hard you try, you are probably watching this on an Apple device. This company, when it does pull back, once again, it does have sometimes some heavy pullbacks, but 17% pullback. Let's see that from recent all-time highs to where it's sitting. Just a couple, like 8%. Let's see some bigger pullbacks that we've seen. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at this pullback right here. 29, so about 32% pullback. Now, obviously, is that ideal? Absolutely not. But what happens after we get a nice dip buy opportunity? We're straight back up to all-time highs. Now, is this stock going to continue to go up forever? No, but Apple is a great company with a lot of cash flow, with a lot of cash reserves. They know what they're doing. You don't need to know much about the company to know that it's a great company. Like I said, they wouldn't be in everybody's pocket if it was a trash company. Not too much to say about it. It's technology. They continue to grow there's iPhones, but keep in mind, Apple is just not all about the phones. It's a brand, it's an image. They know what they're doing. Like I said, Apple is a great company to keep in your portfolio, especially as a beginner. You don't need to know every single stock in the world, but this is a good one. Okay, let's go ahead and do another stock. VOO. This is an S&P 500 ETF, meaning the S&P 500 is a compilation, just like the Nasdaq and Charles Schwab SCHD. That is a compilation of 500 companies. To join the ETF, you need a specific type of criteria. These are some of the best companies in the world, allegedly. But S&P 500, the VOO, you can also invest in a ticker symbol SPY. It's really your choice, but the chart speaks for itself. Forever up, it seems. We can go back to 2009, 2011, $77 turned into a $558 at all-time highs. Oh my goodness. Let's look at some pullbacks. This heavy pullback, 25%. We're straight back to all-time highs. Oh wow, about a 35% pullback. So see, it obviously. So this is in 2020. This was the pandemic, and this 2021. What was this? I believe the war in Ukraine. So if you are lucky enough to see a pullback of 20 to 25% to 30%, buy. It will be the best decision you make. And you gotta hold through it. You gotta buy the dips and hold through it. This is a stock you're not gonna lose your money in if you are disciplined. If you're not disciplined, sure, when it loses 10%, sell it. And then everybody else who bought it at the price that you sold will be making money. Great stock to keep in your portfolio if you're just starting out. Like I said, it's not going to get you rich, but it's a safe space to park your money, to be sure that your money is in good hands and it's not going anywhere. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice. This is just coming from someone who loves the stock market, loves what it has to offer, and loves to share about what I'm doing, what I'm buying. You feel free to bounce ideas back off of me. If you guys have stocks that you're buying, absolutely let me know in the comments. Let's collaborate. If you guys have any questions on stocks, on the stock market, how to get started, how to invest, feel free to message me on Instagram, link in the description. I don't always text back right away. I'm a very slow texter, but I try to help out as many people as I can. No strings attached. You don't have to owe me anything. I do it out of the kindness of my heart. Sorry, I'm sick. Sorry, but this is what I love to do. This is something I'm passionate about. Something I believe everybody should do is invest and try to grow your money. Get your money to work for you. With that being said, I hope you guys all have a great night. God bless you. God bless you all, and I will get you hopefully tomorrow, which I don't know when this video is coming out, but hopefully tomorrow. God bless and peace.